Hi guys, this is Namcraft and welcome to the Season Starcraft English commentary. We're still watching KCM 2024 Season 5 Week 3. This is the set number 6. And after 5 sets, looks like one Protoss, one Zerg remains, but still 2 Terran players remained. The next pair is going to be Queen versus Royal. And after that, if Royal loses, we still have Light. So Terran is looking very, very strong this week. Queen, he's not been a good player generally in the last few years, but he's been doing really well in the last 1 or 2 weeks. To be honest, I've been watching his streams and just seeing the results he's been faring against other players. It's been quite impressive. So let's see how he does against Royal today. Royal, of course, is not a strong player on paper in terms of elo scores this week, but he will have a chance to fight against Queen. Here are the elo scores. Once again, as you can see, Royal is 1240, Queen is 1339. So Queen is in the top 10. He's at number 7, right? 7, 8. Yeah, he's at number 7. So he's very, very good. Let's take a look at the win rate. So Queen versus Terran is 43% in the last 30 days, and Royal versus Zerg is, 60%, so Royal is slightly more favored to win here. So let's see how he does. The map is Kickback. Let me just quickly show you the map info. So first of all, here is the map stats. And as for the picture of Kickback, we know already we have 3 bases inside the main. And this is Kickback here. With Royal at the top right, completely walling himself up with 2 supply depot and barracks, and actually going for factory. So this is gonna be hopefully a 1-1-1 build. So let's see how he does. Kickback 44.7% win rate for Zerg, so not very good. Anyways, yeah, that's that. Alright, cool. What's next? I guess I'll just read some advertising because it's TVZ. My name is Namcraft. Welcome to the channel. Please take a look at the video description for some nice information. You're gonna be seeing the link to the previous game in the playlist, the next game in the playlist, and the overall playlist URL. Please use those navigational buttons to get across without getting spoiled. If you're gonna leave a comment to say who is the winner of the set, please type spoiler and then enter 4 times, and that will leave the rest of your comment hidden so as to not spoil the experiences of other people on these almost live games such as KCM, ASL, PSL leagues, where I cast the games and upload them almost right after the game finishes in real time. You will never see ads in the middle of a set, but you might see ads in the beginning and after the set is over. So that is my conscientious attempt. I've been using that word a lot today, guys, to try to give you uninterrupted StarCraft content. If you enjoy that, please consider buying me a coffee. $1 works, $2 works. They can buy coffee with just $1 or $2 in my country. My country is dirt poor. Visit my country, guys. We do have one Namcraft supporter who is from, I think he's from Russia. His name is Alec. I think that's your name, right? Excuse me. I need to check my fan database. I have a database of fans, guys. I know every single details about you. Who is your wife? I know where you're from. I know what is your career, what is your job, and how much money you have, because based on how much money you donate to me, I know exactly how much money I have, how much money you have, excuse me. So I will need to look up those information. Is that creepy to have your YouTuber, spy on you? Usually it's the fan who is spying on the YouTuber or the creator, right? Because nobody knows me. So that's really, really sad. So I will be spying on you instead. Anyways, we have double starport with raids coming out, and he's not shy to reveal his raids, Royal. He takes out the first overlord. He's going to be going for raid upgrades. That is going to be for cloaking. Very good stuff. Behind this, we will have Mutualists, but the Mutualists need to survive. Some of the overlords are hanging out there and hiding in the various locations. One is near the 6 o'clock position, the other one is kind of out there in the open. Let's see if this raid is going to be able to find him. He gets in here, he sees that there's some eggs morphing, but he sees the first egg was turning into an overlord, so he's not shying to take the hit at this overlord here. He's got to be very careful. He gets it, he leaves, or what? He leaves anyways. He's gonna try to wait for cloak. If he gets cloak, he doesn't need to, he can just go and hide somewhere else. He's gonna just buy time here. It's not like the Corsairs, right? The Corsairs, we need to constantly try to micro them. But the raids, the moment they get cloak, That's fine. You can just go and hide. Anyways, the game is gonna continue to go on here and have some great fun. Looks like 3 raids get grouped up together. Mutas start to move across the map, but we will need to have more than that. We need to have detection. Engineering is not up, but we have the bunker. So at least the bunker will be to actually protect the front door, while the mutas, while the raids protect against the back door. But we have 4 mutas and 2 scourges. The raids are coming out now. Both the players are actually being very careful. If the mutas overstep, they will be faced against cloak raids. He start to attack now. 1 scourge snipe, but his overlord is very close to the area. We have cloak done, but we need to have turrets because the overlord is almost here. The engine bay, how far along is it? He need to put on the turret now. Engine bay is not yet done. Royo is in some serious trouble, and Terran might be losing the game here. If that is the case, we will have Zerg versus Protoss in the next part, and it's gonna be very balanced. KCM weak. The turrets gonna start to come up. They need to make a lot of turrets. He's gonna try to make. He's got enough money. He's got 200 minerals. He put down 3 turrets right away in different locations. He's gonna cancel one of his turrets. I don't know why, because he's hoping that he's gonna be able to snipe the overlord, and he does get the overlord destroyed. But one of the raids is not cloak. Is taking a lot of damages from the other raids, splash damage. But the turret completes on time. The raid's gonna try to attack. One more turret's gonna come online. The turrets are getting destroyed, but we have 2 raids remaining. The overlord is very, very close. The overlord's running away now. He needs to start to make some scourges. 3 base Zerg is looking very strong for Queen. Like I told you, Queen is a very tough opponent these days to play against. But of course, Royo is not a scrub either. We're gonna be having more dances of the dragons here, namely the Mutualists, not the raids. Raids are not dragons. Alright, what's happening now? Looks like we're gonna be having still continuation of these guys. Royo is gonna put up a second add-on. Not so sure exactly for what. He might be going for Valkyries. Switching Valkyries might not be such a bad idea now. He's making a lot of turrets now. Okay, overlord speed is done. This is an overcommitment of the air, I feel, for Queen. I think he needs to start to switch into ground, because the game will not be decided by the air battles, but on the ground, right? Looks like the Mitch is gonna try to change the angle of attack. He's gonna try to go towards the other side of the map, which isn't such a bad idea. He would try to snipe something. He finds some turrets. He would try to snipe them. He gets 1 turret right away with 1 good shot. He goes to the other one, but we have 4 raids in the area. We have a single Valkyrie. The Valkyrie is gonna get sniped. Where's the clone Scourge? They're hanging out here without any inherent purposes. He gets inside, and looks like the Valkyrie is gonna get sniped. The Valkyrie gets sniped. Oh, what? The Valkyrie is dead, but we have 2 more Valkyries. Every single raid will fall now for sure, because the Valkyries are very strong. But I don't know why Roy is not actually pursuing these Mutualists. He needs to actually pursue the Mutualists with his Valkyries. He's got so many Valkyries to start to attack and kill them all. He will back up now. Both the players are investing so much into air technologies. Queen a 58 supply, Royo 59. Royo is going to be a little bit cheeky and take an expansion. He cannot hold it possibly, but he's going to take an expansion anyways. He's hoping that his enemy cannot scout that area again, and the Mutualist is going to try to find an angle attack. We're going to be having Evolution Chamber and a Hydra's Den, which is good. Oh my god, we're going to be having the first turret completed. The Mutualists are not in a position to intercept. The Scourges go around and look for those Valkyries, but not able to find anything. We have 4 Valkyries in the raid now. This Mutualist is going to try to come back to snipe that turret. The turret completes. The raid start to attack now. The Valkyries need to attack against the Scourges. Beautiful air battles. Looks like the first turret get destroyed. We have a tank now, so that cheeky effort by Roy to take a very much hidden base was failing. We will have the Mutualists and Scourges moving en masse here, but we are going to be having 4 Valkyries. Why is he so fearful? You have 4 Valkyries. Just attack. Just attack. He goes and he gets 1 Valkyrie snipe, but now the rest of the Valkyries are gonna try to attack now. All of these overlords will fall, and Royal 70 supply, Queen 59, but 1 more raid, one more Valkyrie gets sniped. These Valkyries are so weak, need to repair them with his SCVs, I think. But what's next? Okay, what happened? These cloaked raids start to go around and hunt for drones. very funny stuff. He will attack here once again, but these drones will go into hiding. The Valkyries are so damaged. 1 Valkyrie gets wiped out right away. 1 more Valkyrie dies. Another one dies. All the Valkyries are dead. So that means Queen is surely to win this game. Yes? I don't know. Looks like you know, Roy is gonna try to fight because he's still sniping some drones randomly here and there. But inability by Roy to take a third base, well, maybe he doesn't really need it because Queen is not expanding to the fourth base anytime soon. No upgrades on the Muses. We have the Valkyries getting chased around here. They're gonna try to run into the third base. SCs are running left and right. The tank, I'm not so sure exactly what they're doing there. You need to maybe go into siege mode or something. One turret's gonna get repaired furiously. That turret gets saved, and the rest of the Muses get pushed back. The game is very tense right now. We have some Scourges remaining. SCs are falling left and right. Scourges are... Okay, one more Valkyrie gets wiped out. So easy to get these Valkyries destroyed like that. The game is still going fair and square. We need to see Queen switch into Hydras. But the fact that Royo is able to make 2 tanks very early, and he did not get those tanks destroyed. He would make more tanks later. Imagine if Royo goes for a tank plus Valkyrie push. That would be the most hilarious sight to see. Have you ever seen a Terran player goes for tank plus Valkyrie against Zerg? That's hilarious. Anyways, Momuch is gonna try to come in here, but Royo will now take this chance to go for hidden expansion once again. He has got siege mode. He's got 5 Valkyries. He's got 3 siege tanks. It's gonna be the moment for Queen to switch into something else. He cannot survive with just Mutualist. And he needs to find a base. He needs to get a base up somewhere. He's getting ready to expand. 5 Valkyries start to go around and look for things to kill. That's going to be Overlord, but the Hydras will be here to protect the Mutualists. Now it's going to be the job of the Hydras to protect their brothers or their, I don't know, fellow, you know, proteined organisms. Alright, Mutualists start to go out and find more things to kill. The Corsairs are going to have to return home. Not Corsairs, excuse me, Valkyries. And we have a quick calm moment before the storm here. Both of the units, sets of units are actually just missing each other by a few centimeters. The command center will need to land now. Indeed, he's gonna fall down. He's gonna go down. He's gonna go in here, but the Valkyries are returning. The Mutualists are looking for openings, but these you know, the Burrow Zerglings, you know, was able to give some vital information to Queen. He knows that he should not engage with the Mutualists yet. He needs to wait for the reinforcement of the Hydras. But there are 4 siege tanks. We have +1 weapons done on the Hydras. The Mutualists go in. They're gonna try to find the Valkyrie. He will find and destroy some Valkyrie. He gets a turret, and that's it. Nothing else. He got a single turret. And that's it. We need to go into hiding now and wait for the support of the Hydras. What exactly are the Hydras doing? I don't know. There's going to be a force base by Queen. The game is dragging a little bit longer than I expected. I thought the game should be very, very quick and simple, painless death for one of these players, but apparently they're refusing to go down. They're coming back up. We have 5 factories, 5 insane factories by Royo. It's going to be going for mech push here, and Hydras alone will not cut it. We need to have something else like Queens, but he cannot make Queens. What is it? He's going to try to go for drop? This is a genius strategy. He's going to be going for drops. He's going to be very careful because Valkyries are waiting. We have a Burrow Zergling right there to see. He's going to try to drive the Valkyries back, and then that's going to be the signal for him to initiate the drop here. He gets some Hydras in the area. He's going to be careful. Some of the Overlords are actually not unloading enough stuff, but now they're all here. The tanks will need to re-siege and get on the high ground. The first tank will fall. The other tanks is going to fall as well. The Hydras will need to back up and snipe the Command Center. They back up now, attack the SCVs. They start to go for the SCVs, and once the SCVs are fallen, they will attack the Command Center. Or maybe he's going to try to destroy the Extractor, but now all of these Hydras are going to get lost. But there's going to be a front to attack somewhere else, or maybe one more drop in the front door. The Hydras are trying very hard to snipe the tank. One more tank has fallen, but every single Hydras have been lost here. If during this time there could be a second drop somewhere, it would be great, of course, about these players such as humans. They cannot be like machines, like Flash, right? They cannot micro, you know, force 5 different sets of units at the same time. It's impossible. But anyways, looks like for the time being, we have a small calm moment. Royo is trying to get his bases back in order. The Mitch is coming. Where exactly are the Valkyries? I guess there they are, somewhere on this map. The fourth base, the fourth base for the Zerg player comes online. But keep in mind that Queen is on lair tech. He doesn't have. Does he have Queen's Nest? Maybe he does, but he's on lair tech for now, and he doesn't have what does he doesn't have hive, so he doesn't have Nidus Canals. He's gonna try to land some Hydras at the third base, and it's gonna be a small drop, just 4 Hydras. He's waiting for it. He's forgone. Some Scourge is gonna try to get in here, and indeed we will have a okay, there's gonna be hive here. It's gonna be a little bit of a delayed hive. There's gonna be some tanks. The Scourge is gonna try to land, and they land something. How many Hydras will get unloaded? I think 6 or 7. That's a lot. They need to destroy the first tank. He gets that tank destroyed, and he's gonna fall back and try to snipe something else. Gonna try to snipe turret. He drops once again on the other bases. This is nice and bold, audacious strategy by Queen. He sniped all of the Valkyries. Every single Valkyrie, that means no more anti-air. Suddenly, it looks like Royo is very weak here. Hydra's gonna start to attack against the tank. He's gonna try to snipe the command center. No, he's gonna try to snipe the Goliaths. Why? I don't know. I think Tang is the more value target, but I guess he just attacks whatever he can. And for the time being, Royo is still surviving, but more drops will be incoming and no more Valks. No more Valks, so endless drops will be coming here, but the response from Royo would be a frontal push. He's got +1 weapons, but I think this is just gonna initiate a base trade, right? I think Queen would love to take the base trade. Now the only problem for him is that he doesn't have Nidus Canals. He cannot send drones towards the 4th base. That 4th base got very few minerals right now. The Zerling, the Burrow Zerlings, give vital intel to all of the units moving out here. A single line of Goliaths and tanks, and looks like Queen need to engage now. He comes forward with Hydras. He will need to snipe the tanks. He gets a couple of tanks. Hydras get surrounded. Looks like Royo doesn't have enough forces. He loses precious tanks. He's got more tanks on the backside though, and he pushes his enemy back, but it was so good for Queen to at least kill half the units, because without half the units, this half the problem's gone, right? Supply wise, Queen 89, Royo 94. The game is still going on fair and square between these two players. Let me just quickly check my YouTube channel to see if people are saying some random stuff. Some guy just pop in and say, you know what, you don't have audio on your videos, please check again, blah blah blah. So I just want to make sure we don't have any kind of technical problems. Things are looking well and good on the YouTube land here. And let's possibly dive back into this game. Alright, we have 11 mutuals, and now it's going to be the moment for Queen to strike. This base has been weakened from before. Very few SCVs, very few turrets. But that's going to be the signal for Royo to march forward with the rest of his forces. Goliaths are here to support, and 2 new pair of Valkyries come out. This game is weird. When do you see so many Valkyries in a TBZ game? But anyways, we have a lot of tanks, and they gotta have siege mode now. A single Sun Guns, he sees it, he will siege up, and he will be hiding behind that, that wall. That Sun Guns fall really, really quickly, and now the rest of the guys gonna try to move in. He's gonna try to dive forward. He's going way too far forward. I don't like it. The Valkyries are here to surround him from the back. The tank's gonna try to attack. Who's gonna be winning the battle? I think Queen's got it in the back, ladies and gentlemen. Queen is gonna be the victor of this battle. I think it's gonna be no way in Sam's hell that Royo could come back. He wipes the floor clean. Royo 64 supply, Queen with 102 supply. SCVs are very far and few in number. All of these Goliaths get pushed back, and Queen will get 1 game for the Zerg race. Royo is going to get eliminated. We will have Light, Best, and Queen remaining for the last 2 games. If you enjoyed this game, feel free to buy me a coffee. The link to that is going to be in the video description. We're witnessing the final moments of this game. Queen is behind by about, leading by about 50 supply. The images come in, and there are very few SCVs. Goliath's gonna try very hard to attack here, but it's not gonna work. A single turret, Queen might as well just attack that turret, but he's making sure there's very few SCVs. That means no more mining for his enemy. GG, thanks for watching, and see you soon, bye bye.